Hi, y'all. It's Bridnow's 10th birthday at 5800 hours at almost 1 a.m. in the morning. And as some of y'all know, let's see, kind of a seasoned songstress. But one of the best singing experiences of my life was giving birth to my daughter. Beautiful Bridnow's going to be 10 in about 1 hour and 38 minutes. So I'm going to go live till about, I don't know from how long, maybe 40 minutes, 39 minutes or something. And then we'll just check that out. I did have a couple of coaches to help me with painless natural childbirth. And one of them was just the influence of the Native American elders and Siskiyous, the Karuk Indians. There had me in Sweat Lodge from about age 18. And doing Sweat Lodge, I learned to make certain vocal sounds that I didn't know until much later would give me the ability to have relatively painless childbirth. Then the next influence was Plastic Ono Band. I listened to the old school tapes of Yoko Ono and the Plastic Ono Band, and the sounds that she would make. What? Oh, you have to go pee. So we're just sitting here in our boudoir because this thing happens to me at midnight every year on February 6th. And last year was really powerful. And this year I thought, well, why don't I just take it live? Because of all the music concerts that I played and venues that I played with different bands and different musicians, different songs and repertoires, original music, classic rock and blues and punk rock and pop music and hip hop and R&B and gospel. The most empowered teaching that I've gotten is the teaching that if you can make a sound during childbirth, then you don't need to take drugs and put the kid under the influence of those drugs. And so these are some of the sounds that we make during childbirth that make it painless. So I was going to have a water birth, but I had to go pee. So I jumped out of the bathtub and I felt like I might be crowning. And my midwife hadn't shown up yet. There was just some 25-year-old doctor who'd given like 25 births. The pipes had frozen. We were going to give birth in the tub in Rollinsville, north of Netherlands. And we had to drive down to Boulder and get into the Foothills Hospital. And our doctor came and she said, I'm going to check dilation. And when she checked dilation, she said, why don't you just go ahead and push? So I was like, okay. I guess I was crowning. I was going pee. I almost like birthed her in the potty there. I was going pee and crowning.
What does crowning mean?
It means like business opening, like it's this big usually, and then it just like starts to dilate. It gets wider and wider, and then the top of the head is like sticking out.
The top of the head's like,
yeah. So once you can see like your crown, then it's like time to push. So I had to have a Pitocin, which isn't a drug, but it's a hormone that induces labor because my water broke on February 2nd. And 3 days later, my contractions were still only a half an hour apart. And we decided that we better take matter into our own hands and got a IV, which feels unnatural and painful. It's like a needle in your arm with a drip that's got sometimes sugar water, but this time it had Pitocin hormone. Like so what?
It injects a hormone?
It injects a hormone that makes your uterus go like this. Makes the womb temple go so the baby can be pushed out. So I had the Pitocin, which is a naturally occurring hormone, but when it's your second child, which Bride is not my firstborn, can't steal her. And my firstborn was actually taken by a mercury amalgam and has been translated into the immortal kingdom as the sinless soul who is the closest thing I've ever known to God, Hampton, because he is free from even the first sin of incontinence.
What is incontinence?
That means peeing your pants.
Well,
Yeah.
he's free from like every sin.
Yeah, he's completely sinless, and he didn't
He's just
deserve to be
pure.
poisoned by that nasty chocolate chip cookie genocide. It's a chocolate chip cookie genocide. Mm-hmm. It targets the rich because we had access to all that seafood, so I already had mercury in my system. But that's not this night. This night is the living one. And when the doctor said push, I started first by pushing and realizing the extreme pain and agony made me want to make sounds. And I didn't do like people study like to do like Lamaze, and they do like
Lamaze?
It's this really funny, peculiar childbirthing technique where they do like and I can't even imagine that taking the pain away, because all I wanted to do when I was birthing you right now was sing like this. Hiya, 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 yod hey vahe, wakantaka, wakantakan, hiya hey, hiya hey ya. Hey ya hey ya hey ya hey ya. Hey wakantaka wakantakan. Wakantaka wakantakan. Ya hey ya hey akri 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 akri. Ay 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 ay. I'm just gonna take a breather for a second. You see, I take a breath there for a second because I would like try to stop for a second. And as soon as I stop for a second, I would feel the most excruciating pain that's ever humanly imaginable. And did you know that pain, I've noticed, you might feel differently, but I've noticed pain, physical pain, can only be in one place at a time. So if you feel this pain in your abdomen and instead you make a sound, the pain goes away, because sound is like the spiritual equivalent to pain. In other words, if you're making a sound with your voice that's striking enough, pain goes away entirely. And as soon as you stop, it comes back and it hurts so bad, and you just keep going. So I just kept going for higher and higher soprano sounds with the Native American chanting. I mean, nobody sings soprano Native American chanting, but you know that this is the gift of painless childbirth. I didn't train with the elders in the certain songs that I have to learn and lead the sweat lodge. I have only poured water on the rocks in a sweat lodge one time. But I've done dozens of sweat lodge since I was about 17 or 18 years old. And these songs stuck in my head. And Yoko Ono's it just takes all the pain. So together, I'll lead you another one. You can see this went on for about 58 minutes at midnight, and this is the true concert. You know how they call like really hit songs. They're like, oh, this album, it's so tits. It's like, they do that because it's actually a metaphor for the real life Musewell, which is like the boobs start to grow and the nectar starts to flow, and then like the sounds that are made are so tits. It's just like it takes all the pain. It takes all those. This is like the future of music. It's the past of music too. It's the muse well. So we can make muse well. Should we do another?
Yeah.
Ay, 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 It was a really cool place where Bride was getting born. It was in the Boulder Foothills Hospital in Colorado. And I was telling you just before we started this, upstairs, the lady upstairs, she must have been a perfect 10 because the lady upstairs was having a full-blown orgasm while she was having birth.
like,
I mean, she was upstairs before, like, in this time, actually with, like, you know, like 11:30, like right before I was going to hard labor. I heard this woman upstairs. She was going, yes! 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 While she was giving birth, and I was like, wow, so these Coloradans really know what's up, man. And it just, I mean, you know, it's like, wow.
Give me a child so I can so I can do an
I was a little shy, you know. I was, hey ya, 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 hey yo, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey, hey, walk and talk, 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 ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, walk and talk, 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 a cree, a cree, a cree, cree, a cree, a cree, a cree, a cree, cree, a cree, a cree, a cree, great, 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 great spirit, high, 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 I feel your love, Lord, I feel your love, I feel your love, feel your love, Lord, I feel your love, I feel your love, feel your love, I feel your love, I feel your love, feel your love, I feel your love, I feel your love, feel your love, grieve, 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 hey, 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 yo.